guys, how are you? If you are newer to this channel, you might not know that I am a unicorn. I'm a Republican. I live in Los Angeles and I'm an actress, and there aren't a lot of me in these parts, not at all. I think that's why I talk to you guys. But that is why naturally I wanted to talk about this story. So yesterday, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences announced that moving forward, the Oscars is going to be more inclusive. And as an effort for the Oscars to be more inclusive, they have a list of requirements that your film will have to meet before it is even considered to be up for an Oscar for Best Picture. And I'm going to read to you a few of those requirements now, and it's broken up in several different sections. The one we're going to go through is on-screen representation. It also has a section for the hired crew, the writer, director, things of that, but we'll just go through the first one because it's really long. I'll put it up on the screen. Okay, so Standard A, on-screen representation, themes, and narratives. To achieve Standard A, the film must meet one of the following criteria. A1, lead or significant supporting actors. At least one of the lead actors or significant supporting actors is from an underrepresented racial or ethnic group. Asian, Hispanic, Latinx. My Southern just came out. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that again. Black, African American, Indigenous, Native American, Alaskan Native, Middle Eastern, North African, Native Hawaiian, or other Pacific Islander. Other underrepresented race or ethnicity. A2, general ensemble cast. At least 30% of all actors in secondary or more minor roles are from at least two of the following underrepresented groups: women, racial or ethnic group, LGBTQ+, people with cognitive or physical disabilities who are deaf or hard of hearing. A3, main storyline/subject matter. The main storyline theme narrative of the film is centered on an underrepresented group: women, racial or ethnic group, LGBTQ+, people with cognitive or physical disabilities, or who are deaf or hard at hearing. So those are some of the requirements. And I want to read you the reaction of one actress. This is Kirstie Alley. She's been an actress for a really long time. She became famous for Cheers. And she is also an open Trump supporter on Twitter and is very active on Twitter, and also publicly said that because we're in quarantine, she has a lot of time on her hands, so she will continue to be on Twitter. It's quite entertaining. I highly recommend following her. But she had a reaction, and I'll read you her first tweet, which got deleted. I'll try to put it up here. "This is a disgrace to artists everywhere," in reaction to the announcement. "Can you imagine telling Picasso what had to be in his effing paintings? You have lost your minds. Control artists, control individual thought, ... Oscar Orwell." So after that, she tweeted again after she deleted it and said, "I deleted my first tweet about the new rules for Best Movie Oscars because I feel it was a poor analogy and misrepresented my viewpoint. I am 100% behind diversity, inclusion, and tolerance. I am opposed to mandated arbitrary percentages relating to hiring human beings in any business." So that was Kirstie's reaction. So my opinion on the matter, and I want to be careful because I did look at a lot of the criticisms on Twitter about this, and a lot of people, they have this idea that anytime anyone is opposed to a sort of announcement like that, to some people it's just proof that we need this more. It's proof that there are people that are racist and that are uncomfortable talking about race, or this has nothing to do with it. We all agree with the sentiment behind it, and I will say that, of course, I'm for diversity and inclusion and all of those things. I'm not sure if this is the best way to change it. So I'm just opposed to anytime you put any sort of restriction or kind of checklist or requirement when somebody is making a piece of art, which that is what a film is to a lot of people. It's a piece of art, and casting in and of itself is an art. Finding the right person for the role, somebody that's going to make the character or the story pop in a unique and interesting way, and bring the director and the writer's point of view to life. That it's an art, being able to find the right person for the right role, and sometimes it can be a really grueling process. And it's interesting too because most of the people that do the casting, that do the writing and the directing, And you guys know Hollywood is liberal. Those are some of the most liberal people ever. So liberal, I have to hide my beliefs so that I can just get through life. So to have to give those people, the most liberal people, a checklist on who to hire, and it just goes to show that if people are underrepresented in these films and you think that's an issue, I don't think the issue is in the casting room. I don't think the issue is on the hiring table. I think maybe it goes a little deeper than that. I want to see great film, and I want to see great talent, and I want to know I'm seeing the best talent. And if I'm making a project, I want the best talent. I don't care what they look like or where they're from. I want to see greatness. And when you hire, you want to hire greatness. But, at the end of the day, maybe it really isn't that big of a deal. And it might be a little unrelated to the Oscars, but I believe relevant for the conversation. I read an interesting poll about the NBA. So the NBA's viewership is down something like 40%. And there was a poll, I can't remember where it was from, but if I can find it, I'll put it in the comment section. But it asked people why they weren't watching the NBA. 38% of people that they polled said it was because of politics. 19% said that it was because of their ties with China or something. And then 20% did say it was because of the pandemic and the fact that people weren't in the crowd, so it was kind of boring to watch or it was awkward. But 38% of people said politics. And like I said earlier, the Oscars have not been doing well, and I think this might be one more step in the direction of, unfortunately, the Oscars eventually losing relevance and people kind of doing their own things. And so that's what I think, but let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.